What is up, you guys? I was literally driving home thinking about what kind of topic to talk about today, and honestly, there was just something that kept on going through my mind, and it was that if I could have had a conversation with someone that would have given me this advice, it would have given me so much peace of mind and faith and just calmness because I was thinking about it today. So, by the way, we had a huge day today. Okay? We I can't believe I'm gonna tell you this. But we had our first ultrasound. We're going to have a little baby. These are the first pictures. And I was sitting there thinking, I used to worry so much in these circumstances because I was worrying, what if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? What if we get bad news at the first meeting? What if, because I saw other couples walking out with their pictures, before old me would have thought, I wonder if I'm going to get that, and then have that desire and kind of be unsettled because I'm in that desire instead of just being in the moment. And I used to live a lot in that worry. And if I could go back and have a conversation with someone, and maybe that would be myself now. If myself now could speak to my younger self, this is exactly the information that I would want to know to stop worrying and to really get rid of that fear, uncertainty, and doubt that is existing within me. Because throughout this whole journey, I always wanted some kind of security, some kind of guarantee, some kind of certainty that XYZ was going to happen in the future, because my mind spent a lot of time in what if and creating these terrible scenarios. And honestly, if you would take a camcorder or a camera and record this person, you wouldn't see any threat around them. But if you go inside their head, it's complete hell. And I spent so much time suffering in this that it led me to not take action, delay the success that I knew I wanted in life, to cheat myself out of opportunities that I knew I was worthy of, talk myself out of my own worth, so many things. And with this information that I'm going to share with you guys, it would completely change all of those things. And once I learned this and started practicing this in my life, I realized today, and it hit me, because when you start making improvements in your life, you're going to do better and better every single day, but you're not going to feel better and better every single day necessarily, because you need the compound effect to kick in over time. So you really have to stick to your positive actions and goals and thoughts and rituals and routines and keep those in check. And then it's only after months or years have gone by that you look back and you think, I can't believe I used to live like that. And so, like I shared with you, I used to live in crazy worry, crazy doubt. It would just destabilize my whole inner self, my whole confidence, my whole energy, everything. It would take absolutely everything from me. And I get to a point in my life where I really, really needed to take action, and it wasn't my choice. It was a question of survival. And I was just shoved by the universe into taking massive action. And I was in so much pain that I just didn't want to stop acting. I wanted to keep on doing something, that way I could get my mind off of the pain that I was in. And this was a huge fucking blessing. And it's crazy because looking back, I knew it was a blessing at that time. I just didn't quite have all the details of it straightened out, but I had enough trust in the universe to know that this was definitely a huge fucking blessing coming into my life. And so when I pushed myself into this massive action, I realized that the one thing that can create certainty in your future is that you always have the ability to create. You always are in the position to be a creator in your life and to actively contribute to that. And you need to keep that front and center in your mind of, we always, always, always have our free will. And with the connection to the universe, when you foster that connection to the universe and you really take care of it, and by taking care of it, I mean checking in. once a day, twice a day, 7 times a day, 8 times a day. If you watch my other videos, you'll know that like I was praying like 8 times a day, 10 times a day, because I really wanted to nurture that connection, and it did absolute wonders for me. So nothing against that, totally a great idea. But when you have that connection with the energy of creation and everything that is, and then you willingly use your free will to accept things that you desire in your life and to reject things that you don't desire in your life, then it puts you in a position of power. And for me, if I would have known that moving forward, there was a quote that I heard not that long ago, and it was just so beautiful, and it said that fear is what if, but faith is even if. And so you need to always be looking. Before, I was spending so much energy. I was like, well, what if this doesn't work out? What if that doesn't work out? I was like worried. And now I'm just in a spot of like, even if that doesn't work out, I'm going to keep on doing XYZ with my time. Or even if I have a massive challenge in my life, I know that I'm going to keep my program on lock and I'm just going to focus on my routine. Even if I get sidetracked on it, I'm just going to keep on focusing on it and make sure that I get my reps in and make sure that I'm doing the right thing. Even if I get put through to the next level and there's so many fucking, new levels, new devils. There's so many devils that are attacking me, and there's just like so much growth happening. Even if that happens, I'm still going to focus on the things that I needed to do. And then once I realized that, because obviously this is huge. Like, I am in, 6 or 7 months going to have a completely different life. And one of the affirmations I was using to manifest these things into my life so quickly was that I am manifesting things at exponential speed. And so everything that I manifested, like I said in my video a few days ago, was I set these goals for like a 5-year period of time. But since I kept on repeating that affirmation to myself, guess what? I started welcoming all of these crazy things into my life. That is exactly what I was asking for. Why would I leave this in the video? Me neither. I love you. Anyways, so now that I'm manifesting all of these crazy things, oh my gosh, so many distractions are happening. So now that I am using this affirmation, manifesting all of these crazy things in like literally 20% of the time frame than I like initially planned, I'm like, what the fuck do I do with all of this? And it kind of started stressing me out. So then guess what? My brain went back to like, well, what if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? What if this? And then it started welcoming in all of these worries, all of this fear, all of this uncertainty. And then as soon as I started going back to that, then I was like, whoa. I realized that this is an old pattern, and I realized that the new pattern that I've been using works so much better for getting rid of all of that. And I was like, you know what? Even if this doesn't work out, even if that happens, even if this happens, I know that at the end of the day, something that will never ever leave me in this life is my power to be in control, my power to create, my power to foster that relationship with creation and with the universe. And then just start over again. Like, even if you fuck up and you manifest something into your life, because we've all done it. We all think that we want XYZ, and then we get XYZ and we're like, you know what? I've outgrown XYZ, or I wanted it, and then when I get it, it's not exactly what I wanted. Well, the thing that always gave me so much stability in my mindset was like, even if I get to that point, I'm still going to be in power. I'm still going to be in control, and I can still manifest something new. And so for me, knowing that beautiful nugget of information was something that helped me so much, and it gave me confidence to just take so much action. If you meet me in person, you're going to be like, there's just certain points where I move so fast into things, it will fucking make your head spin, and don't worry, my head's probably spinning too. But it just gives you so much confidence to move so much faster, and then you can figure out what you like and what you don't like, and then you can just move forward. One of my mentors used to say, like, assume that life is a buffet and just put things on your plate and try them, and then next time when you go and get a plate, if you really didn't like that, then don't have it again. But if you really liked whatever, then you can take more of it. And I think that remembering that you always are in a position to create really gives you the confidence to just try new things and see where it ends up.